World of Warcraft, one of the highest selling video games of all time. A cultural phenomenon.
World of Warcraft!
A game that, to me, is packed with nostalgia.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
So it only seems right that we dive into World of Warcraft as it is today. In 2023, almost 20 years after the game's original release. But what is modern World of Warcraft? For so many of us, it's been years since we pulled all-nighters grinding the dead mines and stockades, questing through the barrens and Duskwood, or dying to the opposite faction moments before turning in a quest. A game of patience and tenacity. You knew you were in for a long journey, but you knew it was that journey and the community surrounding it that made it worth the time investment. Now, we journey back in time to a game of our past and see how it holds up in the present. So why not start our journey as a night elf? The suave, tall, long-eared creatures of the forest. And let's channel the natural world around us and play as a druid. Who doesn't like shapeshifting? Surely, with millions having played this game, I'm gonna need to dig deep and find a unique name. Or not? Immediately, I'm faced with a choice. Do I play the beloved, nostalgia-filled zones of my youth, or do I venture to Exile's Reach, the new and improved tutorial zone? I suppose if we want to see how WoW is in 2023, we've got to go to the Reach. Let's enter the world of Warcraft.
Gentlemen, we are dealing with someone here who has absolutely no life.
An Alliance expedition sent to explore an uncharted island has recently gone missing. As a bold new recruit, you have joined a rescue mission departing from Stormwind. Find the lost expedition members and bring them home. For the Alliance!
Alright, a rescue mission. I'm instantly hooked into an adventure and an inescapable tutorial, and yet, I enjoy it. Captain Garrick shows us how to target enemies, cast spells, and even look around. A great way for beginners to ease into the game. I start with two skills, Wrath, a damage-dealing casted spell, and Shadow Meld, a racial skill that allows me to stealth and become difficult to see. I duel a boat captain for practice. Interesting that they're taking untrained soldiers like me on this rescue mission. Tough look, Stormwinds, but alas, I hit level 2. I'm given the new skill Moonfire, an instant cast that deals damage immediately and over time. I suppose it's pretty nice that you don't need to run to your hard-to-find class trainer, not be able to afford your new skill, run to a merchant to sell some gray items, to still not have the 10 copper needed to buy your new skill, only to have to run back to some mobs to farm the copper that you need, then finally train your... Yes, it's nice that they just give you your skills now. It saves a little bit of time. An unexpected storm sinks our ship and washes us ashore amongst the, you guessed it, Murlocs. Luckily, Captain Garrick lays ahead and calls out to us.
Recruit! Thank the light. Are you injured?
Here we learn about using our mini-map as we pillage the native Murlocs. We're also told how to loot sparkling corpses after the mobs are killed. New loot animation is fun. We're certainly being given proper instructions for every aspect of the game. No sense of mystery or exploration, but streamlined and easy to pick up for beginners. So, I return to Captain Garrick, hit level 3, and learn my first healing skill, Regrowth, a casted spell that heals some health instantly and some over time. I run around to heal some of my fellow mission goers, then take in the shores of the island as I'm sent by Garrick to seek out fresh meat for cooking. I also overhear Garrick mention something about her son.
Of course I did. He's my son. But more than that, he's a soldier of the Alliance. We leave no one behind.
Whoa, they're hitting us with some heart-wrenching backstory here. Nice work, Blizzard. More to come on this storyline later. While hunting for meat, we find an abandoned treasure chest and ding level 4 as a reward. We learn Entangling Roots, a binding crowd control spell, and head back to camp with the raw meat. So far, combat is feeling great. I'm dealing solid damage, and I've got a nice range of skills to choose from. Back at the camp, I don't just turn in the meat as I might in a classic WoW quest. Instead, I actually have to bend down by the fire and cook it. Great mechanic. Feels more immersive than your standard kill and loot quest.
We have a mission to accomplish.
Next, Garrick takes us on in a duel, attempting to teach us a proper spell rotation.
Let's see what you know.
This becomes a touch confusing, and I get yelled at by the captain one too many times.
You used Moonfire too soon. You used Moonfire too soon.
In fear, I figure out my rotation and complete the training.
You're ready to face the Quillboar. Let's get our people back.
Hi, Mr. Ram. Trained for battle, Garrick takes us north to find the missing expedition. She doubles down on her backstory, letting us know,
I'm not about to start by failing my son.
as we arrive to a Quillboar camp, we hit level 5 and are granted cat form. Yay for faster movement and cool cat skills. We set our feral cat skills to the toolbar and make quick work of the Quillboar camp. It's fantastic to learn cat form at such a low level. I remember waiting until level 10 for bear form and feeling so slow and sluggish in it. To get a speedy melee form at this level encourages me to play the melee version of the druid for the next couple levels. In continued search of the missing expedition, we find a small gnome named Lindy Springstock. He knows Henry, Garrick's son. Better yet, he's got a plan to help save him and the expedition. Perfect. I'm loving the unique questing experience, not just a kill and loot situation. Springstock actually takes us into the air with one of his inventions. We get a little narrative while hovering above the ground and taking in the scene. Again, nice work, Blizzard.
We will take your soul and raise the dragon from the dead.
The full force of the Alliance will rain down upon you.
Ha! Our dragon will crush them.
Whoa, teasing an upcoming dragon. Captain Garrick's son is at risk too? This is the type of drama we need in a starting zone. Even better, we hit level 6 before taking on the horde of undead. We're given Dash, a sprint for cat form, and Feline Grace, a passive ability allowing us to fall from great heights while in cat form. Time to resize some boars. I mean, explode? Oh gosh, that's a little bit too much. But still, unique questing and I love it. With our newly oversized boar, we trample the undead who are trapping Henry. We down their general and finally save Garrick's son.
Now, Private Garrick, I want a full situation report.
I say hi to a fellow druid out in the world and get denied. Now rescued, Henry offers me 2 swords that are seemingly different in no way besides their looks.
Yes, Mother. Captain Garrick. The ogres are using necromancy to raise a dragon from the dead. It's already begun. They're going to use the life force they gathered to reanimate the dragon.
We'll put a stop to these rituals before the ogres can complete them. Let's go.
Okay, so the teased dragon is teased again and it's not good. We've got some urgency now. The ogres in the area are trying to raise this dragon and we've got ourselves a mission.
We can't rest until we stop the ritual.
I'm really enjoying the storytelling so far. A compelling rescue mission in which we've discovered something much bigger afoot. First thing to do after you learn about a potential dragon coming back to life? Learn how to sell trash gear to a vendor. Nice. Bags clear, let's move. We've got to stop a group of necromantic ogres from raising an undead dragon.
Ogres and necromancy. A dangerous combination.
We talked to Bjorn Stouthands and hit level 7.
I'll save a pint for you if you want it.
Learn Ferocious Bite, a melee combo move, and journey down into a spider pit to save some trapped expedition members. Impressive animations in the pit. A twirling green magic of some sort launches from the bottom of the cave. We head that way and find a loud, frightening spellcasting boss. Upon defeating it, we hop on the back of one of the saved expedition members who turns into a deer of some kind and are carried out of the collapsing tunnel. Fantastic sequence. Fun, enjoyable, not very challenging, but still a great time. Bjorn thanks us and we head back to Garrick. Green gear! And we're sent to find Henry. Before we do, we spot a small quest off the side road. We tap a couple orbs and we're granted with a speed buff. I'm loving the mobility that Blizzard is giving you at low levels these days. So we set back to finding Henry, who tells us to rescue the group's mage who's been taken by harpies. We pop a couple harpies, burn their totems, and rescue Merity Huntswell, the mage. Oh, and we can't forget killing a giant bird in there as well.
Come on, let's get out of here while we can.
Ding level 8. And with it comes bear form. Tanking time, baby. Wow, another form before level 10, you truly love it. We also get Mangle, a melee skill for bear form. And also with level 8, area looting? I'm sorry, what? So prior to level 8, I had to loot one mob at a time, like in Classic, but now I can loot more? Why aren't they just giving this to me at level 1? This is confusing to me, but we'll press on. Back to Garrick. I'm having too much fun switching druid forms. The druid we rescued in the spider pit earlier, Ralia Dreamchaser, sends us to commune with the nearby druid stone. But on my run there, I notice a wanted sign. Reminds me of Hogger. Killclaw the Terrible is his name, and it's a quest for 3 members. Now, a group quest in Classic WoW meant you needed a group. Will it in retail? Well, I met with my first actual challenge. I need to swap forms, pop potions, and pound regrowth over and over. In the end, I defeat Killclaw and steal some shoulders from a chest in his cave. Shoulders at level 8, you just love to see it. Finally, we reach the Druid Stone. In a great sequence in which we interact with the spirits, we are granted travel form. You're telling me that we're getting 3 forms before level 10? Incredible. Mobility truly is a key factor for Blizzard early on in the leveling process now, and I just adore it. We also hit level 9, learn Mark of the Wild, a versatility buff, and Growl, a taunt for bear form. We head north to meet Garrick outside the gates of Diremaul Citadel. Time to break into the home of the ogres and stop the raising of the undead dragon. And I'm immediately impressed again. Another fun, unique quest. Turn us into an ogre and send us straight into the Citadel, pulling our prisoner friends along with us. Let's go.
More sacrifices!
We move through the Citadel with no issues. Our little fellowship. Us, Captain Garrick, her son Henry, Ralia, the druid we saved, and Merity, the mage we saved. Solid crew. Gorgroth, the big bad ogre, is spotted at the cooking pit. And then another incredible sequence. The quest actually tells us to slash wave at this big hulking ogre. And better yet, we're told to slash dance in front of him too. And suddenly all the other ogres join in and dance. This is good. A+.
Stop this!
Recruit, I think you're taking the ogre act a little too far.
A fellow gamer runs by, and I take another chance to say hello. Yet again denied. What is with this? Where did the friendly community of WoW go?
Gorgroth mentioned ward stones. Find them so we can free the captain.
Garrick tasks us with finding ward stones around the area to help free the captain. We kill 3 large ogres, destroy some ogre weapons, and return to save Captain Kelra. Level 10. A lot of new things. First, Barkskin, an instant cast buff that reduces damage taken. Also, talent points. This is exciting. We finally have a chance to pick a specialization. We're given 4 choices. Balance, the spellcaster druid that can turn into a large owlkin, aka boomkin. Feral, the damage-dealing cat druid that sneaks around like a rogue. Guardian, the hulking bear tank. And Restoration, the healing druid that can turn into a tree. Now, Resto would be perfect for my name, but the idea of cruising around as a cat sounds way more fun. Feral it is. With this choice, we're given the skill Berserk, which gives us a number of skill-based buffs, Rake, a damage over time melee attack, and Thrash, an AoE attack. And wholly new talent trees. The new Dragonflight talent trees are amazing. Reminiscent of the past, they provide you with so many choices for character variation and skill combination. Split into a class-based tree and a spec-based tree, we're given 1 point to spend on the Druid tree. We select the talent Swipe, another AoE damage move, and prepare for battle. Oh, another friend! I say hi and denied again. Truly unbelievable.
Thank you for saving me. But we still need to stop Gorgroth.
With Captain Kelra saved, we're ready to stop the ogre ritual to raise the undead dragon. We're given the ability to queue with the Dungeon Finder, and we're able to choose only one dungeon, Diremaul Citadel. This is a great way to introduce new players to the Dungeon Finder and to actual dungeons themselves. Really nice design here. We find a group with 1 other player and set out with the rest of our NPC expedition. Another chance to say hi to a fellow player, and another denial, 0 for 4. And this is just like a classic WoW dungeon. Super fun, crushing epic mobs, and bosses to battle. I'm all about this tutorial ending with an epic dungeon crawl to finish out the story. We make clean work of the first boss, even after young Henry expresses his lack of faith.
Can we really defeat him?
Our first blue item, Tunk's toothpick, a polearm. Looks great. We climb to the top of the citadel, only to find Gorgroth reanimating the dragon.
There's Gorgroth, and the dragon he's trying to reanimate.
No! The team sprints to Gorgroth and sets to battle. Some movement mechanics in this fight add to the fun. In a shocking moment, Gorgroth sacrifices himself to reanimate the dragon, and the epic finale has begun.
Foolish old man! You have given me nowhere near enough power!
Something great about the final boss in this section being a dragon, it feels very fantasy RPG. With ease, we defeat the dragon and receive a blue cape.
We've done it! The ogres and their dragon have been defeated, and the storm is cleared. We need to find a way back to Stormwind.
Honestly, this fight was a little too easy. The hardest part of the entire first 10 levels was the big bear Killclaw that we soloed, and otherwise almost nothing. I do wish this boss came with a bit more power. I know it's a tutorial zone, but give us something to test our skills. As we fly out of Exile's Reach, we're given the opportunity to take in the whole land we just quested through from the air. Really nice touch. The Alliance airship takes us to Stormwind City, and we're immediately met with a cinematic.
Stormwind City, capital of the Noble Alliance. Though they hail from many different lands, the races of the Alliance convene in Stormwind on matters of trade and diplomacy. Their age-old enemy, the Savage Horde, poses an ever-present threat. But no matter the challenge, the soldiers of Stormwind stand ready to face it. As one of the ancient and elusive Night Elves, you have ventured forth from the sacred forests to aid your allies and protect the wilds. Azeroth faces countless threats. Bold heroes are needed to rise up and defend her. For the Alliance!
A really great Stormwind cinematic that I'd never seen before. It gets me really excited about coming to the city. A nice intro to what Stormwind and the Alliance are all about. And so, our journey in the world of Azeroth begins, and my video here closes as a new druid ready to take on Westfall, strike down Stranglethorn Vale, and disrupt the chaos in the Scarlet Monastery. All that and more. Overall, I loved my experience. I think WoW in 2023 has taken incredible strides. No, it's not the community-based, long-winded journey of the past, but it's something modern. It's something fun. An evolution of something in the past. It tickled my nostalgia while surprising me with novelty. I truly enjoyed playing WoW in 2023. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell icon to know whenever I post. Leave a comment down below to let me know what you liked about the video, what you'd change, what you want to see in the future, and we'll check you back in the next one.